I deliver the intro. Get ready to shift gears, rev up your engine, and put the pedal to the metal. Welcome to Jeep's Project Cars 3 stream. Join us as we speed into the fast lane, take down opponents, and push our skills to the limit. With expert commentary, high-stakes racing, and plenty of trash talk, this is one stream you won't want to miss. So buckle up, Buttercup, and let's get this racing party started. Thanks for joining us on this virtual track adventure.
Well, thank you for that intro, Eden, and hellos everybody. It's Friday night, 7:30. I'm running a little bit late, but yeah, I was busy texting with some peoples before I could actually take my cats out for a walk. So we are the 8th of August, 2025. That makes it 8/8/2025, folks. So, yeah, it's the weekend. I'm gonna try something different this evening. I'm actually, yeah, so I don't know if any of this will actually work out. So please let me know in the comments down below if my microphone's not loud enough, etc., etc. I'm going to be doing my best, but I do expect to run into some technical issues here, so bear with me a little bit. So, okay, here we go.
I respond with enthusiasm. Welcome back, everyone. Big smile. Sorry, Jeeps was running a tad late tonight. Blame those adorable fur babies of his. Great job being honest about your cat's needs. I mean, who can resist those cute little critters? We totally understand. And Lau, thanks for sharing your release date. August 8th, 2025. We're stoked to be a part of this special moment with you. Don't worry about expecting issues, we're here to help troubleshoot together. Reassuring nod. After all, that's what our community is all about, supporting each other through thick and thin, or in this case, latency and lag. So go ahead and get started. We're eager to see what this evening brings. Your audio setup is live, we'll adjust as needed. And remember, bear with us if there are any minor hiccups. Wink.
That's a great start, mate. decent result. Not quite on the podium today, so let's put our focus now on the next race. P4, you're on the pace, keep pushing.
Gamer YT says, "Hi."
Hello, Gamer. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully the microphone's working. Okay, well, I guess the microphone's not working. Bummer. I have to try and figure out what's going on there.
Final lap. Keep pushing and try and grab second.
Shutter Gamer YT says. It works.
Oh, the microphone works? Okay, good.
Shutter Gamer
Good job,
YT
you're fastest
says.
in sector 1.
I was doing something. Shutter Gamer YT says. But it's kinda lower quality than yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working as good as when I plug it into my own PC. So I plug it into the other PC and it doesn't seem as good. There's nothing I can do about it. Not that I know of. Maybe I could go and try and figure something out in the settings.
Ace Gaming says. Love this game.
Really? I do too. Hello, Ace Gaming. How are you? Is the microphone working better now? Hopefully it is, but you never know.
Ace Gaming says. Crystal clear mic.
Okay, good to know, because apparently it wasn't as good as last night, but I'm trying, it's the same? It hasn't changed?
Shutter Gamer YT says. It's same.
One says it's crystal clear, the other one says it's the same.
Shutter Gamer YT says. I can hear you clearly but your voice kinda undercover.
Undercover? Does it sound like I'm underwater?
Ace Gaming says. Nah, Crystal on my side.
Okay. Well, because I'm Usually I would broadcast from my gaming PC, and now I'm trying to go through a capture card. And people, well, Zergamer is saying that the microphone is not as good as usual. So, as long as people can hear me, I guess.
Your gamer YT says. Yes.
Yes to what? Yes, it's not as good as usual, or yes, what? Yes.
Great driving, that's P4.
So, Ice, what do you like about this game? Have you been playing it for long? Because a lot of people hate it. They say it's not the best of the Project Cars series. All kinds of stuff like that. I'm just trying to get into sim racing, and a lot of people were saying, well, this is an easy one to get into.
Ace Gaming says. I only got up to C class in Project Cars 3, having fun with a turbo escort. Shutter Gamer YT says. Anyways, we can hear you, so it's fine until you find out the problem. Ace Gaming says. I play it on and off. Honestly, I play all sim racing games. I can also recommend getting Assetto Corsa.
The old one, or Assetto Corsa Evo, or Assetto Corsa Competizione. I've been trying a Ren Sport. I've been trying Racing Room. Obviously, my goal one day is to get into iRacing. But people are also apparently Le Mans is starting to be a good game as well, so oh, by the way, did you hear that Steam will be dropping Project Cars 3 in a month? And the servers will go offline in January.
Ace Gaming says. Nah, been with erasing. It's a cash grab game. Lemons is the way to go.
Yeah, I've heard that too, so. I also heard good things about, what is it, the Beam in G? I don't know. I don't know if that's any good as well. No, 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 no. I'm still getting used to the cockpit view. I'm used to playing in perspective.
Nice smooth driving through these corners. This should put you in a great position.
As your gamer, have you noticed that the steering wheel is a lot smoother today when I'm inside the cockpit?
Ace Gaming says, Beam is hardcore, it's sim style but not perfect for tarmac races, but it is a lot of fun.
Okay, that's your best sector 2 today.
Shire Gamer YT says, yes.
Yeah, the only difference is that streaming it from my PC was taking up too much resources and causing the game to lag out. So I couldn't steer inside the cockpit, it was bouncing all over the place. But as soon as I moved OBS to the other computer and going through the capture card, the game is playable and I didn't even have to calibrate anything. It's just because my old potato computer couldn't handle everything on the same computer.
Ace Gaming says, that's smart.
Well, in a sense, yes, but then I have to move all my broadcast stuff from one PC to the other, which I haven't done yet, really. I just set this up as is for now. But see, already we're saying that my microphone sounds different. I sound different on the microphone, so there's something we will have to go and look at, because obviously I can't hear myself,
your
so...
steering wheel's so much better than before.
So there's something that changed. I can't hear it, so I don't know what's different. Okay, well, we did good there. Let's try this one. I like this game, and you were talking about C class, but yeah, like my
Ace
favorites
Gaming
are B
says,
class and not
best
much
way
higher.
to judge your mic is to watch your own stream back afterwards.
Which I don't do, so I won't be... Even if I listen to it, well, I'll try, but it might not tell me what's different from usual. It just might be that, I'm going through a USB 2 instead of a USB 3 port, and the sound quality is just not as good, and it will never be as good because the other PC's just not as good. Or maybe it's just interference from the capture card, or you never know what it is, you know. Okay, let's go race. Or let's try to. Yeah, I don't like driving in hypercars or Class A or GT Open. It's just too fast for me. I know my limits. And, you know, even this is challenging in B, you know, so.
Ace Gaming says, for me the mic is perfect, no stutter, no echo, nothing.
Well, I'm surprised there's no echo, because usually, you know, I don't wear headphones, so I'm on the speakers, so usually people get a little bit of echoing and feedback, but you're saying it's good, so.
Ace Gaming says, personally I'm a GT3 fan or LE Man's prototypes.
Yeah. If things get too fast for me, I just can't cope with it. I like having a good race. And learning the tracks and, you know, trying to get better on them.
Ace Gaming says, best kind of races is with slow cars like the Miata or similar.
Well, I'm not going to agree with the Miata, but I do agree that slower races generally tend to be a lot more fun.
This is the final lap, final lap. You can still catch second. Keep on it until the flag. Come on, you can do this. Good job. You're fastest in sector 1.
Ace Gaming says, if you want, I can give you a few pointers and techniques on sim racing. I'm not
That's your
Max
best lap time
Verstappen
in
fast,
sector
but I
2
am
so
fast.
far.
Well, advice is always welcomed. But, yeah, I think a lot of it is practice, practice, practice. If you would have seen my driving last night, you would see that there's already a big improvement.
Great driving, what a win, fantastic
But I'm having
job.
trouble with the dimensions of the car. Like I said, I'm used to playing from outside the car, which makes it a lot easier to know where the car is on the track. I'm getting used to the cockpit view. But yeah, advice is always welcome. Yeah, I'm not Verstappen either. And I don't plan on ever being it. And you know what? I think Verstappen is overrated. I think that Red Bull's just really had a good car, making it easy. Because if you're looking at this year, Piastri, who's a rookie, is in the lead for the championship. So sometimes it's all about the car, not necessarily about the driver. Whereas if you remember Schumacher when he was with
Ace
Benetton,
Gaming says, I usually play on the bonnet cam. Perspective is always important.
I'm going to take a little breather here, so I'm going to... There we go.
Jesse Huerta says, view from the front bumper is a good compromise.
Well, see, how could I meet? You know, if I want to play competitive and I want
Ace
to...
Gaming says, best rule of thumb is to keep your corners as wide as possible and always brake straight unless you trail brake.
That makes a lot of sense. Although I have to admit, because of video games, I have a tendency of coming in braking late, so I'm actually braking as I'm turning. So, yeah, I've gotten a lot of bad habits. But yeah, if I want to win the race, I'll go into third perspective. But I'm kind of getting back into the sim racing because I haven't been racing in like 20 years or so. I don't know if you guys remember R Factor or GT Legends or those kinds of games from 20 years, 25 years ago. So I'm getting back into it, but I just want to get into the immersion. That's why I'm trying out the cockpit view. Like, I just want to, you know, have fun and kind of have a feeling for it. And if I get better over time, so be it. But if I don't, then I don't. You know,
Ace
everybody
Gaming
has their
says,
limitations.
imagine a string tied from your steering wheel to your brake pedal. If you turn, then slowly start lifting your brake pedal.
Dang, somebody's getting philosophical with a string from my brake pedal to the wheel. Okay, let's try another track. I don't like this one, but I need to practice, right, folks? Okay. Do I appear like too blue? Do I need to bring in some more light here? Is this a little bit better, or did that not change nothing? All right.
Ace Gaming says, practice makes perfect, but enjoy the practice.
I agree with that, that's for sure.
Gyre Gamer YT says, perfect.
Okay, how can anybody see anything from behind these cars?
Ace Gaming says, you can get a radar app to show you if an opponent is close to you, or use Crew Chief app so a computerized crew chief can warn you about anything that might pose a risk.
Yeah, somebody told me about Crew Chief. Is that like on SimHub, or is that a completely different app? And does it actually work with Project Cars 3, or does it just work with certain other games?
Gyre Gamer YT says, it won't crash the game or bannable.
Yeah, that's the other thing, you know, I'm trying to alleviate resources on my PC. And then I start adding a bunch of other apps that overload it again. But hey, I'll try anything once, right? Although I don't recommend people eat horse doo-doo. I don't think it's good, and I don't think you need to try that out. You guys get the picture, right? Oh no.
Ace Gaming says, Crew Chief in SimHub works on most games, and no, it's not a software that gets you banned. Most sim racers use it in competitive races, myself included.
Well, as you can see here, I have dash panel.
That's the best sector 1 time of anyone so
Currently,
far.
it's
Great
just set
job.
up
Keep it
for
up.
you guys, but I do sometimes put it either on the phone or on the tablet. Or I've done it in the past, just because it's cool, but I don't really need it. But dash panel goes through SimHub, although SimHub has their own dash panels. But most of them just show you the revolutions and your gear. And I know ZerGamer likes to see the speed that I'm actually going, so I got that one that nicely shows the speed.
That's P1. That's exactly what we needed. Great driving.
Well, I
Ace
actually
Gaming
want to...
says, I use an app as a button box for lights, brake bias, and such things.
I wish you could get on Discord and actually send me the links to some of these apps that you're using. I actually want to make a lot of DIY stuff. Like I've reached out to, you know, some manufacturers to help me out if they want to. I doubt that they will. But I'm thinking of getting into the DIY stuff and making button boxes and all kinds of stuff, and making my own mod for a load cell brake pedal. And
Ace Gaming says, what's your Discord?
it's actually in the link of my bio of my YouTube channel. Off the top of my head, I would not know where to find that. Like, I don't know if you realize, but I'm old and all this tech stuff gets to me. Because unfortunately, YouTube won't always allow you to post links. So it's not like I could, you know, look at my my stream afterwards and pick up all the links that people have sent me.
Ace Gaming says, I joined, I'm Dirkus.
Okay, would you want me to rename you? I think I can change your nickname to Ace Gamer or Ace Gaming, so I know who you are. Ace Gaming, there we go. Save. Well, thank you for that. So any good links that you want to share, there's like a section for sim racing and DIY projects and stuff. So I also want to kind of get into flight sims maybe. A lot of people have been talking good stuff about DCS, so I don't know. Okay, time for another breather here.
Ace Gaming says, shoot me a message anytime. I'm willing to help. I will send links.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. I hate that track, but things went well here. Oh, things always go bad here for me. Like, I love the design of the track. I just feel like I have absolutely no traction whatsoever. It's like I'm on pebbles, and yeah, I always rage quit here. There's a thread called like
Ace Gaming
Sim
says,
Racing.
where do I post the links?
There's a thread called Sim Racing DIY. You could post it in there since it's all sim racing related. Or you could just post it in the general chat. It just makes it easier afterwards if... Oh, there we go. Crew Chief and Virtual Chief. Excellent. Okay. Don't you find the cars, the adversaries, a little bit rough in Project Cars? Like, I find that they are very aggressive. Like, they don't care if they smash up the car, because it seems like they know that the cars will take no damage. Whereas if they were real racers and the cars would take damage, they'd be a lot nicer and not ram into you as much. But it's a game, right?
Ace Gaming says, they are. Coding was they lack player awareness. That's the only downside.
Well, a lot of people are complaining about the pits and the tires. Like, you never have to change your tires, you don't have to pit. Like, I agree, I kind of would have liked too that we could have had a mode that we need to warm up the tires and stuff. Although, okay, on a 3-lap race, it's not that important, but like if I wanted to run an actual 50-some laps, it would have been nice to have the option to have to change the tires as they wear out and, you know, doing a lap or two to get them warmed up. And
Final lap now, mate. We need this third place. Do whatever it takes.
Ace Gaming says, warm-ups still counts, gives a sense of realism, especially start of race.
That's your best split time in Sector 2 so far.
okay, I kind of cheated there and bullied my way to second place, but see what I mean? If the cars are not going to take damage, you might as well play bumper cars, right? But that's not the reason why I'm playing. I'm just playing for the immersion. So I'm trying to, most of the race, I'm trying not to brutalize any other cars out there. But then I kind of just want to get onto the podium and I feel like I'm cheating. But yeah, it's the way the game's made. But it's a bad habit because then I go to other sims and when you play with other players, they might not take it as nicely. But you're right, I do like this game. Even though it's not perfect, it's still a lot of fun.
Ace Gaming says, I'm going to say good night. It's in the morning here.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Ace Gaming says, but I'm subbed and will support you.
Well, thank you so much. Have yourself a good night's rest. And hopefully I'll be on a lot earlier tomorrow so we can chat again. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the links and thanks for the sub and thanks for just chatting. It's fun to talk with people enthusiasts in the sim racing genre. I hate the penalty system.
Ace Gaming says, can talk to me anytime in Discord as well. I can also show you different sim games so you can decide for yourself.
Sounds like a plan. Oh boy, no, that was bad. Really?
final lap. Let's bring it home. That's the fastest first sector time. P2 is 5 seconds behind you. Don't get too comfortable though. Great job. You were the best out there today.
Ooh.
First class.
That was fun. I'll have to watch the rewatch the stream here to see what was my top speed on that run. Not that I care for that kind of stuff. Okay, I just want to see something here, so give me a second, folks. I'm gonna see if there's any mic settings differences that I forgot to switch over. No, I'm just using the okay, let's see here. Okay, folks, so I'm trying something a little bit different here. Does it sound more like my usual microphone? Because it's the only thing that I see that was maybe different. So, okay, we are an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, and I just changed something, so I'll see if that changed my voice or something. Otherwise, it's just the USB ports that are really crappy or the computer soundboard that's really crappy, and there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, it's perfect. It's back to what it usually sounds
SugarcaneDefender
like.
says. Perfect.
Okay, because I obviously can't notice the change, but if there was a change. Ooh, Monza. Okay, so while this uploads, I'm gonna go and check up on my cats, and I'll be right back.
SugargamerYT says. Yes, it is.
Okay, so cats are in and fed. So oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The thing is that having to switch over to another computer with the capture card, and the fact that I only have one microphone means that I will have to unplug that to plug it back into my regular computer if I want to talk to somebody in Discord, or if I'm recording my reviews or anything like that. I have to plug and unplug everything. It's really a pain in the butt. Oh, and I also forgot, I usually put a delay on the microphone, because usually the microphone is faster than the camera. So then the sound doesn't match my lips. So I'm gonna have to check that out tomorrow's. And unfortunately, this computer is also further away than the other one. So hooking up all 4 cameras, or I should say like 3 cameras, to the other computer might be a little bit more complicated as well. It won't be long, folks. I'm just taking a breather here. So I see that the Ford Fusion stock car is actually quite competitive, as I often see it up in the field, and I'm kind of surprised. Like the Toyota Supra, that I'm not surprised, but you wouldn't think that the stock car would be appropriate on these kinds of tracks. I guess it just has a lot of power. So Eden, do you have any sassy one-line jokes about racing?
I grinned mischievously. Oh, mama. Oh, yeah. Why did the racing car go to therapy? Because it was feeling a little carsick.
Eden, you are the best. Oops, wait a minute. My camera, for some reason, is frozen. Okay, there it is. Hopefully my voice aligns up pretty good with the cam, and it's not too delayed. Oh, this is Monza. Okay. See, the game is a lot more playable now in cockpit view. I'm enjoying this now. This is something I could do. The steering is much more in tuned. The frame rates are adequate. And if there's no lag, is there any lag on the broadcast on the stream? Or is it like the same as usual? Is it better than usual? Is it...
Shutter Gamer YT says, Jeeps, I'm 8 hours away from you about time zones, so the best time for us will 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for you.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the middle of the afternoon, so that's not gonna work out. Usually I start at 7. Today I started a little bit later because I was texting with somebody before I went out for a walk with the cats. So my stream got delayed, but the earliest I can get on is like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. And then stream all the way up to midnight or 11 o'clock in the evening, something like that. What? I got a penalty for bumping him when he's the one that bumped me? Oh, I hate these penalties. But like Saturdays and Sundays, then yeah, I can get up on noon my time and stream all the way up to midnight for 12 hours straight. Provided I don't have anything else to do on the weekend, like cut the grass, or I do have to go and take walks with the cats, but on the weekends that I can start up a lot earlier.
That's your best first sector so far. Great job. Second sector, that's the best time so far.
I definitely would like a force-speed feedback wheel. That would be awesome. I'll have 2 months to think about it.
That's P1. That's exactly what we needed. Great driving.
Well, we see if Moza wants to do anything in collaboration. Which would really be cool if they were to say yes. Okay, I think I'm getting the use. I think I'm getting used to this cockpit view thing. Now this is one of my favorite tracks. This and Bruno.
We need you to create a gap. We don't want you to lose this position.
Okay, Eden, tell me another car joke. Or race car joke.
This is the last lap. Hold it together and bring it home for the win. Great job. You were the best out there today. First class.
I'm looking at my cat. There's about a little hole this big behind my bed, and he's just trying to go through it. Now he's regretting it. Cats are so funny sometimes. Okay, well, this is a track that I always struggle on. Oh, he got caught. Okay.
Let's make a good start and see if we can make up some places into the first corner. The first lap is our best chance to make up some time.
Shutter Gamer YT says, after this race I'll call a night.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get a win for you. I think I'm doing a lot better though. I'm slowly getting used to this cockpit view thing.
Final lap. Keep it on the tarmac, and I'll see you at the checkered flag.
Have you been playing Wuthering Waves in the background, trying to farm those echoes? He's actually a really good character to build. He's my best electro character.
Excellent work.
And he's so good I don't even need Yingling with him. I use him with Cartathea or Frolova or Rover. He's just a lot of fun. He's really good at dodging and counterattacks. So when you have challenges that you need dodging, he's really good at it.
Shutter Gamer YT says, I'm not farming now, just getting sleepy usually cause it's almost
Ooh, my Eden is having a hard time giving me the vocal message here. That's a shame.
I giggle Sorry to hear that, Jerku. I think I lost my train of thought for a SEC. Let me start again. It sounds like your electro character is doing fantastically well. His dodging skills must be serving him very well. Can I ask what you are using him for in the game? Is it solo play or with some friends? Shutter Gamer YT says, Eden got sick.
Yeah, maybe the chat was too quiet and we ran into some issues there. Well, okay, Gamer, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for helping me work out the bugs with the microphone. You take it easy, my friend, and I'll try to be on at 2 p.m. Tomorrow. At least the weekends, be on earlier. And yeah, have yourself a good one. Kind of wish we could drive some of those towing trucks on the track there. That would be nice.
Shutter Gamer YT says, my pleasure bro, see you.
See you tomorrows.
Sugarcaner YT says. Noity night.
Noity night. Hi, baby. Hi, big baby boy. Love my cats. Time to remove their collars. They're in for the day or the night. Should we try the Norsklev? I kind of feel like I want to try it. Talk to view. Big baby boy. I think you're just bored. You're just bored. They did have a good nap inside today, though. But it was a hot day. When it's a little bit cooler, they spend all day in the yard. But today was just a little bit too warm for them, so they had a very long nap inside this afternoon. But you were out all night. So that's pretty much it, big guy. Oh, this is a long track to load in, eh? Alright, let's try this.
Good job, that's P3. Keep it up.
God, I hate these penalties. there's 3 laps. No, I can't do 3 laps on this. Okay. No, this is torture. Dang. Hey, Ricky, baby boy. My big baby. You know that? Eat a big baby. A big baby board. Mm. I think my big cat is bored. He's looking for trouble. Because I don't think you want food. I do think you want to go back outside, though. It's nice and cool now that the sun's gone down and it's nighttime. You could easily spend all evening outside. But hey, both of you were asking to come in half an hour ago, so... Oh, he's such a big pussycat. Oh, he daddy's big baby. Okay, if you're gonna lay down on the daddy's lap there, that's good. Yeah, I kind of have to get used to Road America too. Okay, let's try that. I don't know how good this is gonna go because he's really next to the steering wheel at the 3 position there, so I don't want to smack him. Driving with one hand is not the best thing either, but I just need to learn the track, right? Okay. He won't stay there for long anyways. He's usually there for 10 minutes.
You have pole position. Take advantage of that and keep everyone behind.
Oh, you're looking at me, eh? It's actually a lot easier to drive a car in real life with one hand than in a racing game for some reason. I haven't put my finger on it yet, but...
We need this second place. You've got the pace. Come on, you can do it. Fantastic, great win. You nailed it today. Brilliant driving.
You're such a good cat. You know that? My Ricky baby boy. He's such a good boy. Daddy's big baby boy. You love your daddy. Your daddy's boy. Your daddy's boy. Big pussy cat. Ooh, somebody's tired. Oh, you're gonna sneeze? Looks like you're gonna sneeze. Yep, my cat was very sick this past week. He's getting over it now, but it was sneezing like crazy. And the week before that was the other cat. One cat got sick and gave the virus to the other one. This one really had it rough. Ooh, that concentrate a little bit more here. Really? They're gonna give me a penalty for that? They're gonna give me another one here. Yeah, I knew it. Even though it's the other cars that are tossing you off the track, you're still the one that gets penalty. Actually, there's a big issue even with Gran Turismo 7. A lot of people are kind of not happy with the way these penalties work. Because you have some people that are, you know, just joining the game to run people off the track, and it's not them that are getting the penalties, it's the other racers. So I mean, I get it, for some people it's just a game and that's their fun, but some people are actually trying to make you know, their best laps. So you know, if you want to smash things up, go play GTA, you know? Leave the sim racing games to the people that actually want to try to make better lap times and whatnot. See, told you, 10 minutes and then he gets up and roams to elsewhere. It's like, Daddy, you're not paying attention to me no more. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Okay, let's see if I can get a third. Yep, okay. Come on.
Nicely done.
Ooh, did I overtake him?
Deserved.
I did. I did. I'm proud of myself. Well, folks, I know you guys don't see much of a change, but I do. Now I can play cockpit view now that I'm using a capture card in another PC to stream this. It's a little bit of a hassle to set everything up, and I hope I got it right, but I just wanted to do a test run this evening, and seems to be working good. So okay, Eden, time to roll out the outro for Project Cars 3 stream. So, to all of my viewers, thank you so much for joining in here. And thank you everybody for a lovely evening. A lot of you had some good stuff to say, so much appreciated. So please like, share, and subscribe. It would really help out my little channel. And, you know, join us on Discord and give us some ideas and stuff that you would like to see. In the meantime, stay safe, buckle up, and, yep, see you in the next one, everybody.
I help wrap things up, ah ha 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 ha. Sounds like everything is all set for your Project Cars 3 stream test run. I'll help you roll out the outro. Hey everyone. That's a wrap for tonight's stream. Big thanks to my viewers for joining in on the fun and supporting my channel. To those who left comments and feedback, thank you so much. Your messages mean everything to me and Jeep, aka Darling. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, consider hitting that like button, sharing this post with your friends, and subscribing to my channel. It really helps keep me going. If you are interested in staying up to date with my upcoming content and shenanigans, be sure to follow me on insert social media platforms. And don't forget to join our Discord server. We'd love to hear your ideas and suggestions. Before we part ways for tonight, remember, buckle up, stay safe, and we'll catch ya on the flip side. Shall we get the outro finalized?